Okay, you know that I love our life.
What?
Tonight, something clicked. For the first time in a really long time, I felt alive again. I felt like the bitch again. Mom! She's fine, it's not that bad!
Hi and welcome back to Real Reviews, where today I'm having a look at Back in Action. That's right, it's a Netflix original that stars Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz. Cameron Diaz has been out of the game for about 10 years, and this Seth Gordon written and directed Mr. and Mrs. Smith ripoff is her way back into the fold. So let's have a little look and see exactly what all the fuss is about. So as I said, this really is a Mr. and Mrs. Smith ripoff. That's the Doug Liman, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie superior action thriller, which came out, I forget when it came out, but it had Vince Vaughn in it. It was epic, and that's sort of the point of the exercise. With Back in Action, what you have is Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx playing generic parents who are stepping away from being these super slick, athletic sort of spies for hire who sort of work on a contract basis for the CIA. And it gives you this 15-year sort of flashback, and it starts with this ludicrous action sequence and this sort of plane which crashes and then breaks into pieces and then careens down a mountainside and so on and so forth, before then it cuts to like a suburban household, and they've now got teenage children, and you know, they get called back into action, hence the name of the title. And it actually, for all intents and purposes, those first 10 or 15 minutes look like they're going to be an absolute dumpster fire, because let's be fair, this is the guy who wrote Baywatch. Seth Gordon was the guy who wrote and directed Baywatch, which is a Cleveland steamer. But things do get better, so let's dig a bit deeper. So when I first realised that Andrew Scott was in this movie doing, to be fair, a rip-off of his character from the Spectre movie, the James Bond Spectre movie, I was dubious, to say the least, because Andrew Scott's a solid quality actor. So my feeling is, and I'm sort of feeling I'm correct here, he was in it for the paycheck. But as it happens, Glenn Close is also in this. She's an Oscar nominee, Oscar winner, I'm thinking, I forget. Possibly. And then you've got Carl Chandler, who's been in Argo. He was in Super 8. He was in King Kong. This guy's the king of character actors, and he always delivers. So there has to be more to it. And so it happens to be with Back in Action, because actually, against my better judgment, things do get increasingly better. It becomes more slick. The dialogue becomes tighter. Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx genuinely have chemistry, and the action beats are good, and the comedy lands. And by God, you just need to get through those first 15 minutes before things really do kick up to another gear, and Back in Action starts to deliver everything that you suspected it had the potential to do in the first place. So on that note, I'm diving into my rating, and don't be surprised, because I might be giving this a high one. And so it proves to be that this is going to be that's Back in Action gets a 4 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale. It was going to be a 3. It might have been as low as a 2, but no, we're bumping it up to a 4, because actually this is like an hour and 54 minutes of pure entertainment. You just need to get through the first quarter of an hour. That's my only advice to you. And just honestly, don't expect too much, but by the same token, this sort of lands it. So on that note, I'm diving into the trailer. Let's do that.
Completely back in business.
You know that if I didn't have superior inner thigh strength, you would be dead.
Whole sight, I could lead a dream life.
Your inner thigh saved my life.
And so it is, you've reached the end of the video review for Back in Action. This is a Netflix original starring Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz, and has been out on the platform this week. So with those words still ringing in your ears, this is the bit where I go, if you've liked the video, then give me a thumbs up. Failing that, you can always just drop a comment in the comment box below, and I will respond. And finally, just subscribe, so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when I drop another one of these videos literally into your lap, you get a little ping, little notification, and you can pop in and watch or listen to as much or as little as you'd like, and then go about your day. In the meantime, check out the rest of the channel. Maybe pop over to the Patreon page. Take care. Cheers now. Bye-bye.